We've all been there, staring at your Steam library, chasing that specific hit of old school dopamine. You refuse to pay another monthly subscription just for the privilege to click on a rock. You want that RuneScape feeling, the grind, the progression, terrible graphics that somehow feels like home, but you want it for free. Enter Winds of Valen. It's a free-to-play, it looks like it was ripped straight out of 2007, and it's currently sitting at mostly positive ratings on Steam. It's developed by a tiny indie team trying to capture lightning in a bottle. Is it actually a hidden gem, or just another hollow shell trying to bait out nostalgia? I spent the last few hours grinding from level 1 to 20, fighting the controls and questioning the economy, so you don't have to. Here's the honest truth about the Wind of Valen experience. As with every good MMORPG, we start at character creation. Now, I wasn't expecting Black Desert Online level of detail here, and well, I didn't get it. It's pretty basic. However, I have to give the devs bonus points for including my specific hairstyle, which is of course bald. But the real highlight is the fat slider. I'm not joking. You can actually make the character delightfully choppy, which is a nice touch of realism for a fantasy game. Cranked the sliders, looked in my bald head, and jumped in. Immediately, I hit my first hurdle. I instinctively reached for a WASD to move, and nothing happened. You have to move entirely with the mouse. It's very RuneScape classic, sure, but I'm going to be honest, I missed my keyboard movement instantly. It feels a bit restrictive in 2026, but okay, we adapt. You spawn into the small town, gripping nothing but a rusty copper sword. Naturally, I started looking for a yellow exclamation mark, confused NPC, a message board, anything. I run past a few vendor stalls selling stuff I couldn't afford, but I quickly realized there are no quests. None. Zero guidance. The game basically looks at you and says, good luck, figure it out. So when you can't find a quest, what do? You find the first living thing smaller than you, and you hit it with a stick. In this case, a goblin. Combat is, well, it's actually what you expect. You click the goblin, and you watch an animation play out until one of you fall over. It's a rhythmic, hypnotic, low engagement combat. You get a coins, you get an XP, and your skills level up just by doing the thing. It's stuff to level attack. It's quite intuitive. Then I noticed my health bar was looking tragic. I stood there waiting for the passive regen to kick in, and I waited and waited. Turns out you don't regen health out of combat. You have to physically run back to the town fountain to heal up. So my early game loop became kill 3 goblins, sprint to the fountain, sprint back. It's not exactly riveting gameplay. There's something weirdly meditative about it. Around the 10-minute mark, the hook started to sink in. I hit attack level 3, and suddenly my damage numbers looked much bigger. Then the goblin dropped the copper ring, 6 extra melee attack power. In the early game, that's basically finding an Excalibur. My goal shifted. I needed to farm enough gold to buy the next tier of sword. I spent a solid 5 minutes just massacring the local goblin population, and when I finally bought that sword, oh man, I went from chipping away at their health to absolutely melting them. It doubled my damage. This is where the game actually shines. The power curve is steep. You feel every single upgrade. You can't just kill things forever. I needed some armor. Headed to the mines, and I swear, even the copper ore icon looks like it's paying homage to RuneScape. I spent about 10 minutes mining copper and tin, smelting bars, and hammering away at the anvil. Crafting menu is actually pretty clear. You can see exactly what you need for a full set. I finally managed to craft a pair of bronze pants. And yes, they actually show up on your character. I love that. There's nothing worse than an RPG where you equip a new item and your character looks exactly the same. Here, my bald, choppy warrior was finally wearing pants. Progress. Feeling pretty confident with my new pants and my sword. I tried to fight some skeletons. Pretty big mistake. They absolutely wrecked me. I was losing half my health per fight. This is the core loop. I wasn't strong enough. I needed a full set. I went back to the mines, crafted the breastplate, which gave me decent pierce and slash armor, and I realized I looked like a proper warrior now. I also realized I couldn't equip the shield I wanted because my defense was too low. The game lets you toggle between training attack or defense, so I had to switch gears and level up my defense to level 10. By the time I hit level 20, equipped my full set, and bought a necklace that gave me 10 melee power, I was tearing through those skeletons that used to bully me. I even started dropping gear that I could actually use. So what's the verdict on Winds of Valen? Look, this game is polarizing. You're either going to love the simplicity or you're going to hate it. There's no fluff. It is streamlined, grindy, and gives you zero guidance. If you need a narrative reason to kill 10 rats, this isn't for you. My biggest gripe is the movement. No WASD is a tough sell in 2026, and the combat is very passive. It's very much a second monitor game. I also have real concerns about the population. The world feels kind of small. The mob spawns are static. If you put hundreds of players in the starting zone, it would be a disaster. There's no way to compete for tags unless they implement some aggressive sharding. This game simply won't function with a large player base, but for a free indie project, it nails the power fantasy. Starting as a weakling and slowly becoming a god feels pretty good. If you're bored of a modern AAA games holding your hand and just want to click rocks and see numbers go up, I would give it a download. It's free, it's tiny, and it might scratch that itch. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about Winds of Valen? Especially if you already played it, would love to hear it. Do you actually see the potential, or do you think it's just kind of a nostalgia baiting people? Tell me down in the comments. If you enjoy videos like this, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, really helps me out. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.